Spazzy commentary and plenty.
Hello, YouTube! Spazzy coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing Vayne. This is a ranked solo queue with Ayane Kuh. This is ranked solo Kuh. Guys, get yourself a good drink. I've got a cup of coffee. Standardized issue on the Spazzy Rooney commentary. First of all, rocking the flat attack damage marks quints, flat armor seals, flat magic resist glyphs, and 2190 masteries. Okay, so some of you saw me on Xpeka's stream the other day, and you guys saw me play Vayne there, and you guys have been a bit on Twitter being like, oh, do you play Vayne now again? Like, I've always been playing Vayne, but you know, yeah, admittedly I have been playing her a bit more in ranked right now. This is a game, I think it's one of the qualifiers for Diamond. I'm not there yet, I still have qualifier games to play. But yeah, ranked's going good, and Vayne is definitely something that I've been playing more and more recently. And Vayne Thresh, my god, what a combo, man. I didn't even realize. We're gonna talk a lot about the mechanics, because I do good things and bad things in this game, and we're gonna go through it all, as always. So, this lane is, first of all, there's two strong engaged supports on both sides, and there's short-ranged burst on one side, their side, and I'm more of a consistent damage dealer. Also, I do have a combo potential with Thresh. You're gonna see that in a bit. But as it stands, Doran's Blade feels like the right way to start here. Leona goes in, a nice counter-engage from Thresh. Look at that little knockback combo, and that's a first blood. I use barrier, I cleanse out because I don't know when the buckshot was up. He's retreating, so I use my passive to catch up with a Tumble to get the double kill. That was a super nice counter-engage from us. Leona went in, and Thresh positioned himself really nice to sort of pull her back. And at that point, I just had a free condemn to knock her even further back into turret range, making her flash kind of useless. And yeah, we picked up the first kill. Going back with Vamp Scepter, boots, and a couple of potions. So yeah, we sort of like, starting off with a Doran's Blade is like, you can only do that if you, you know, if you feel like you can't get poked. Because if you start with Doran's Blade and versus, for instance, a Caitlyn who can free poke you, and a Lulu, for instance, then you're gonna struggle. You saw the teleport come in, and a nice flash pull from Johnny, gonna secure that kill on Graves yet again. The teleport from Katarina there was obviously unnecessary in the beginning, because we were K, the Lantern saved me from the Jarvan gank, but she made something out of it. She went in there, and Johnny acted on it and did a beautiful flash pull, so that's another kill for us, pushing out the lane. So really nicely done. Here you're gonna see a bad position from me. I go in, I use Tumble, and then I use Condemned. If you guys rewind that and watch it again, you'll see that if I would have tumbled a bit towards the turret, that would have been a free hit Condemned into the wall and probably would have secured the kill. So Vayne is all about positioning yourself in a good sense. A nice pull on Leona. The smoke screen is completely gonna shut me down. I can't damage her at the turret there. She engages yet again, but she wastes exhaust, so we just want to back out right now and go like, okay, they wasted a summoner, that's cool, that's fine. We decide to back here, but then John is like, we should probably stay. I'm like, yeah, I've got pots, and Leona's probably going back. Yeah, that's good. Let's look for the engage, and Graves is obviously staying because he just came back into lane. We've healed up a little bit. John is looking for the pull. It's gonna connect. I use my ultimate, but unfortunately I don't have enough for Condemned. I should have calculated that. And again, the smoke screen, making me not able to hit that last freaking hit on my W. We probably should have used the Lantern to get Amumu in there. But the biggest point there was that I didn't have enough mana for Condemned, and I didn't realize that. A very common mistake from me. We're gonna back here. And I'm saying like Leona might interrupt us, and she does. And we said if she does, it's K. She'll take too much damage from it. I have my Condemned up, free damage into the wall, and exhaust goes down to Graves, which means that I can keep deep stealing on Leona. She has to flash yet again, and that's overall good. Ultimate goes down. Ultimate goes down, two ults goes down, and nice ignite. I could have flashed after Graves here, but I didn't know. Leona probably had her little whatever it's called, her advanced thingy, and that would have, you know, made me getting stunned under the turret. Not a good thing. So yeah, unfortunately for us, we die because the ignite killed off our Thresh, or should I say Thresh? But yeah, it's overall it was not too bad. I managed to get a lot of free farm for that because Graves had to be, and the turret ate a lot of minions, so it wasn't too bad. Coming back to lane now with a BF sword. When I got a couple of kills, when I get ahead, 3-0 right now I think, I like to go for the Bloodthirster, not the Blade of the Ruined Derp. But Blade of the Ruined King is definitely a good item. So a nice little pull on Graves. I'm gonna pop my ultimate. I'm gonna use my Tumble in a bad way. This is what I'm talking about. I use my Tumble there, and I'm slowing this video down a little bit so you can see. I use my Tumble to advance forward. Now you gotta be really careful when you do that. In this situation, I ended up taking 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 turret hits, and that completely, you know, made that engage a bad engage for us, even though it was a nice hook from the beginning. You want to consider yourself when you want to take that extra time of momentum to decide whether to burp or not when you do a commentary. No, to decide how you're gonna use your Tumble, because it is a short abilities. What you do a lot of the times is just use your Tumble and get into a bad position. You want to use it to position yourself with Condemned, or position yourself to do the extra damage without getting into bad situations. What happened there was Jarvan came in, I got a double kill. Nice little flash from Johnny, he's gonna secure his escape. He's gonna troll him a little bit, pull out the little hookaroo, and go... But yeah, that was worth it. Unfortunately, I died, but a double kill is always nice. I got my Bloodthirster right now. We're looking for engages when I come back. I'm coming in with my ultimate here to get me a bit of extra chase down potential. Tumble will secure the kill on Jarvan. Amumu picks up Kayle, and we're good to go for a free Drake. Unfortunately, our pink there doesn't spot the ward within the Dragon Pit, but there's nothing they can do. That Dragon's gonna go to us. Take a little sip of that coffee. And Planty's here. Come here, man. What are you doing over there? Oh, damn, he bumped into the microphone. Sorry about that. So yeah, Tumble needs to be used in the right way. Here Thresh is going to miss his hook, but he's going to go in anyways, because I said I have barrier up any second now. I'm going to pop my ultimate, and this time I'm going to try and position myself a bit better. I go in for a bit of extra poke. Nice hook from Thresh, going to secure an easy Condemned into the wall, and that is going to be a kill on Leona. Some nice hooks from Johnny this game. Got to give some props to him. He's been practicing that Thresh, and it's really starting to show. But yeah, I tried to dodge the. I tried to position myself so I wouldn't get hit by an obvious Leona ult. She hit it on the edge anyway, so I was slowed, and I did get exhausted. But overall, that was a decent performed fight. Coming back in now with a Zeal. If I get my spree rolling, if I don't slow down in that sense. Oh, here Leona's going to back in a really bad situation. I'm going to Condemn, ult afterwards. I should probably have ulted before. She flashes out of that. I'm going to chase down because Vayne has such great chasing potential. I could have flashed after here, but I play a bit more defensively. I don't want to use my flash just yet. And here comes Jarvan, as to be expected. I start kiting. I use my everything I have to sort of like follow up. And here I am going to use flash because he does have a red buff. And using my positioning right here to get a nice Condemned into the wall of Grace, picking up the double kill. So well played there. As you saw there, guys, I gave up like 1.5 auto attack, sort of, to position myself to land the Condemned. And that's sort of a decision you have to do mid-fight on Vayne. You have to decide whether or not it's worth to line yourself up for a Condemned. Will you get it? Will you not get it? Will you go for it? Will you not go for it? That's sort of the difficulty with this champion, I guess. We pushed out mid, we got that turret. What was I gonna say? Yeah, when I'm on a bit of a roll, I go for the very old school build. I go for the Phantom Dancer, and then I go for the Last Whisper. So in this game, you're not gonna see me get the Blade of the Ruined Derp, I think. Some of you might not agree, but that's just how I play Vayne, and I'm very comfortable with playing with that build. As you can see here, I'm coming around on the wrong side of things. I really thought they would run towards us and the river, but instead they run past the turret, and the fight, ends up in their jungle, which means that I was out of the fight, ulting there, not being able to do much. Chasing down Kayle here because Katarina was on her. Then I'm going like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go for Leona instead, I guess. And I'm like very inefficient in this fight. But we do manage to pick up Leona, and Kayle mops up. Gets mopped up by Katarina. A lot of names right now, my god. But as you saw there, that was a bit of a trick situation because I was sort of coming in from the wrong angle because I really thought they would walk towards me, but I should have followed Mumu. Picked up 2 turrets, picking up the blue buff. Riven is going to come in here. Riven is a nightmare to ADs. A well-played Riven can really shut down an AD, but Vayne is, in my opinion, one of the best ADs to run versus Riven. I really enjoy running Vayne because every single, small little gap closer that Riven has can be nullified by a nice tumble, an auto attack, then you got another tumble, an auto attack, and when it gets really hot heated, you got stealth, you got the knockback, Condemned. overall, I've almost always feel rather safe versus Riven. Even if they flash on top of me and crazy stuff like that, on Vayne, I feel like Riven is no problem, which is really, really nice. We're looking for fights right now, even though Ryze is top. We should probably be more careful here. They know we're in here, even though we have this pinked, because the entrance to the jungle is pinked. I tell Johnny that it's warded, not pinked. He's gonna throw down a pink ward, and we're gonna get that ward. Sort of like to create, you know, a pick here. 4v5, but they realize Ryze is top, so they're going in. A nice little engage on Katarina, good job. And here comes Kayle, good positioning from her part, bursting me down. Riven jumps on top of me. I take too much burst before getting out. I should have flashed out immediately. And also a big point in this fight, if you want to watch it again, is that I tumbled and then I used my ultimate. And that sort of screwed over my stealth that I would have had if I would have used the ultimate before. And then Kayle wouldn't have bursted me in the first place, and then I would probably have been able to kite more efficiently, etc, etc. So that's a key point in that fight. I tumbled, and then I realized, oh, we're going in, and then I used my ultimate. So really bad play there. But we managed to come out ahead anyways. Ryze came in and mopped them up there with Katarina. Looking for an engage here in mid. I'm coming back in with my core build in damage. Next item is probably going to be a giant spell just for a bit of extra, you know, health. Pop my ultimate here, because I thought Amumu had his ultimate up, and that's why he went in, but he didn't have it up. That is sort of like bad, because that means the next fight I'm not going to have my ultimate again. And that really, you really got to think differently. If you play Vayne and you don't have your ultimate, the team fight is going to be you playing super safe. Tumble should generally just be used defensively, because you cannot do, you know, sticky, icky, nice plays with it, with the stealth and everything. I'm going to zone out Grace and Riven here and let my team mop up Kayle. I'm gonna try and get this turret right now. As you see in this fight, you're gonna see me stand way on the back, just get one auto attack in, back off of Jarvan, try and do some deeps, but playing really, really safe, as I don't have flash, I don't have barrier, I have nothing up basically. So I'm just attacking the closest target at all times and just playing it really, really safe. Incidentally, this is one of the games where I had like a 2 days break before I played this game. And I find myself, this is an interesting little thing, I find myself playing usually more safe and more accurate when I do that. When I played several games in a row, I don't know if I get impatient or something, but I usually go in for risky plays, going balls deep, left, right, and center, and stuff like that. But when I come back from a little break, I usually play a bit more safe. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. If you can, post in the comments below. What happened on the screen was, Johnny got caught warding, Leona got caught warding, so support for support, and Ryze is beast mode, flashing after Kayle without ultimate, but still picking him up. And Kayle didn't ult, I don't know, I think it should have been up, but she didn't use it. So that's a free Baron for us, good job, and a sip of the coffee to celebrate. Pushing top, we got mid and hib, so that super creeps coming in. And I'm 11-1 right now. I could go for really, really balls deep plays, but instead you're gonna see me play safe. Like I said, Jarvan comes in, I'm just gonna free deeps him. There goes the ultimate. I'm just gonna use my, you know, general damage to, and the smoke screen, man, of death. I hate it so much. Riven oversteps her boundaries, gets killed. I could definitely go balls deep here, especially since Leona got hooked, but instead I turn around. I could so have killed him there, I feel like, because I had, yeah, I could have flashed after and everything. But safe plays, and that is gonna be game, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this full game commentary of Vayne. If you did, feel free to hit the like button or the dislike if you didn't enjoy it. I like to know what you guys think. If you really want to support me, you can add this to your favorite and share it on Facebook and Twitter. And if you're new to my channel, go and check it out. There's tons of League of Legends content on there. I've got a preview of Karma's new abilities, the new champion Zac, and a couple of other cool stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss anything more coming out in the future. And that is it, guys. This has been Spazzy. And I am out. Dudes!